So I was reading an article about a newspaper reporter from back in the 1800s when he was interviewing a pirate. And he looked at the pirate and he saw his peg leg and he says, "So can you tell me what happened there?" The pirate said, I was wrestling with a shark and bit my leg off." The reporter says, "Oh, is that what happened to your hand there?" Noticing the hook at the end of his arm. He says, "No, that one there, that was from the battle with Redbeard. Lost in a great battle, got cut right off." And the reporter said, "Oh, and what about the patch on your eye? What happened there?" The pirate said, "A bird pooped in it." The reporter says, "Well, your leg and your arm have great stories with it, and a bird pooped in your eye?" He goes, "It was the first day with the new hook. Come on, let's go make some mead." Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Dave Hodgkins. Thanks for coming back and hanging with Hodge. Come for the mead, stay for the pirate jokes. So in honor of the upcoming International Talk Like a Pirate Day on September 19th, make sure you get out there and get your pirate name. Matter of fact, 1,000 points if you drop your pirate name down below in the comments section. In honor of International Talk Like a Pirate Day, we are going to be making pirate blood mead. Arrgh. All right, so what we're doing here is kind of a combination between Viking's blood and dragon's breath. We're going to be using cherry juice. So I'm starting off with the base of juicy juice, 100% juice. It's cherry flavored. When you look at it, it's a bunch of different juices in here. It really doesn't have cherry juice per se, but we're going to be using this 100% juice for our base. We've got our honey. We're going to be using about 4 pounds of honey. We've got our graduated cylinder here, so we can take our readings, along with our handy dandy hydrometer. You will want one of those. Our mead thief or turkey baster. We use it for mead around here. Got a measuring spoon for our nutrients. We're using diammonium phosphate for a nutrient. We've got our stirrer here. I just use a slotted spatula when I'm using a 1 bucket. We've got frozen. We've actually got 4 pounds of 3-berry blend. I got mine from Costco. You can also get it from your other local grocery stores. Main thing is it's frozen, so we're going to be loading it up into our bag here. Sealing it up, putting it in here with everything else. We're not going to pitch the yeast until the berries have defrosted and the temperature inside is a good temperature that the yeast will be able to survive. We don't want to just throw it in there all at the same time. But for our yeast, we will be using the Lalvin EC1118 because I have a lot of it. So when I got started, that's what I bought. I do have some D47 that I used for a different mead, and that came out really well. We'll talk about that later. And then you'll need a scale for measuring out your weights and a notebook to record everything in. So I've made this one before. It came out really good. I'm hoping, and the key to scientific experiments is, can it be replicated? So I may make something, but if I can't replicate it, it's not a very good experiment. So therefore make sure to document each step along the way so that you know what you did well. If you really like it, you can easily follow along with it or make some changes as you go along. So I'm going to start by measuring out my berries. And so I want to get these out of here and start into the air. Zero that out. Berry down. Oh, and Buddy's right there to get it. So we've got 1.5 pounds there. We're running out of room in the bowl, so we're going to load it up into here. Did you get it, buddy? Did you find it? You missed it, huh? All right. Now I need another 1.5 pounds. All right, let's load this. It's right there. You want that? You can have it. There you go. Buddy likes frozen berries. I can't eat my microphone. There we go. Excellent. Now we've got our berries in there. Now mind you, when you get done, I'm using a brew bag here. When it gets done, it is going to be stained. It can be reused. You can wash it and make sure it's sanitized. By the way, everything here is sanitized, as always. I'm going to go ahead and set this actually in the bowl in case it leaks at all. Set that to the side for a minute. I want to get my other ingredients in there first. So we're going to go ahead and load up our juice. So just let it chug in there. You actually want to get as much air in there as possible because the yeast will use the air, will use the oxygen as it's brewing. So right now we have got to right about there with the juice that we put in. Now we're going to go ahead and add the honey. And I'm adding the honey right now. I've already let it warm up. I put it in a sink with hot water in it, let it do that for about 10 minutes to make it pour so much easier. And we're going to do about 4 pounds. I want this to be a pound that's left in here. Almost. And there we go. So 4 pounds in there. We'll go ahead and seal this back up. Now we're going to go ahead and stir this. This is why I use one that's slotted, so that it can add more air in there. I'm going to get the honey mixed in there really well. So because it, obviously as you first pour it in, it's going to go down. So as you can see, the line now, after I add 4 pounds of honey, it comes up to there. When I add in the fruit, it's going to bring it up close to the top. So once you've got it thoroughly mixed up, we're going to go ahead and take a reading. So notice there's no honey dripping off of it. It's just the regular juice now. And so we're shooting for a 1.140 initial gravity reading. So it already smells really good. Now let's see what we have for our gravity reading. Give it a spin. So actually we're about 1.52. 1.152. Where we are. It's a little bit higher than what I was initially planning. That's okay. EC1118 should be able to handle that. All right, so we'll set that aside over there. Now, I'll go ahead and add our berries in here. I want the whole thing to go down. Okay, so one thing I almost forgot was, because we're using real fruit juice and we've got real fruit in here, we're going to use some pectic enzyme that's going to help break down the cells as well. So the fruit is frozen. That's going to help break it down quickly. We're going to go ahead and add in a half a teaspoon. Of this. And get this all mixed down in there. I'm going to give it an hour. And then after it's been in here for an hour, I'm going to take the temperature, make sure the temperature's okay, because again, we'll put frozen fruit in here. And then from there, we'll go ahead and pitch our yeast. All right, and we are back. And so what I ended up doing is I took the bucket and I placed it in the sink that was filled up with hot water to help warm it up faster. And we're now at about 70 degrees. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the bag out. Again, I've re-sanitized everything. I'm going to take this bag out. Let's get our fruit in it. Put it right there. I'm going to use this, our potato masher, to mash this up so we get more juice out of it. Now, we don't need to go overboard on it. That looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and dump the juice back in. Give it another stir. Now I want to take one more hydrometer reading. See where we are. It smells incredible already. It's just this really nice aroma of the fruit and the honey and everything that you can smell in there. All right then. Let's see what we're currently at here. At this point, now that it's warmed up as well, adding in the juice from the berries has actually diluted it a little bit. And we are now sitting at 1.114. And that's actually where I want it to be. And so we're going to go ahead and add this back in. We'll update our notebook. Okay. Set that over there. Now we're just going to go ahead and add in our EC1118 yeast. And I'm just going to sprinkle it right on over the top here. Looks good. We're going to add in not quite half a teaspoon of DAP, ammonium phosphate. Drop that right in there. Although with the fruits and everything that are in there, that probably gives it enough nutrients, but I'm just going to add a little bit more in there. Give it a nice easy mix here. All right, now we're going to go ahead and add our fruit back in here. Right in there. Dump that right on top. And get a good seal here. I'll take some of my paper towel here and just clean that off. There we go. Excellent. All right, we're going to seal this up. Again, make sure that your air stopper is on the opposite side of your handle coming up. And we're going to label this, and then we're going to go ahead and set this downstairs and just let it do its thing. So again, thanks for coming out, hanging out with Hodge today. I really appreciate it. Do me a favor, take a second, click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the little bell notification icon. You'll get notified each time I upload a new video. But I appreciate it, really appreciate you coming out and hanging out. It means a lot. Go ahead and throw comments down below, including what your pirate name is. So International Talk Like a Pirate Day is coming up September 19th. Get your pirate name. So I'm going to have a couple videos over here. One will be the most recent video. Another one will be one that I'm not sure what they're going to put up there.